Ready when you are,
Everyone
George.
leading the team.
This is like her being brave. I love it. Cool.
Just worried about Darvel.
Before we go down to the next corridor, can we examine the tapestry?
Mm-hmm. You want to get up and look at it?
Look around the corner first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you did.
You already said you were looking around the corner. Sorry, I just didn't
Oh.
unveil it. That's my fault. So you peer down. 1, 2, 3.
Excuse me.
You see to about here.
Ooh, a T junction. Potentially. Okay.
Okay.
Would I have seen this before?
Sorry?
Would I have seen this before?
Make a history. See if you can work out what part of the monastery you're in. What piece has fallen.
I mean, I had a natural 20 on history earlier, and oh my god, I've had a second natural 20 on history.
You know exactly where you are within the monastery. You know what this is on the wall. You know what is at that junction. This on the wall is a tapestry representing ancient history of Earl. On the picture you see a blue-green whole planet. One that isn't scarred and half destroyed like Earl is. And you see in blackness, vastness, stars. And you see kind of massive in the frame next to this blue-green orb in the vastness and blackness. Some of that massive piece of that pink crystal. A huge piece. The pink crystal.
So, like the actual crystal, or just a depiction of it in the tapestry?
Not the exact thing that you saw, because in the scale in this picture that would be almost invisible, the piece that you saw.
Okay, so it's not actual crystal, it's just a image of the crystal.
Oh yeah, it's a tapestry of the crystal.
Yeah.
So it's
Just check.
A tapestry?
A pictorial representation of a giant crystal in space and a small green-blue planet.
Darvel,
Yes,
I've seen this.
the crystal, yes, I've seen it too, when you unveiled it to me.
No, I mean, I've seen this. I saw this happen.
Explain. Arden, I don't... Just please explain.
Have you touched one of these crystals?
I just felt the chill, the coldness, and never touched with flesh. The fear is too much for me. My mind couldn't handle it.
Below the monastery, there is a much larger piece of these crystals that we brought with us. These are just fragments. I'm talking this is much larger, and I fear that what we have found below is only a fragment still of the whole. I touched it, and it showed me visions of this falling star down to Earl.
This represents time before time. A time before any of these people or places existed. A time, they say, before even the races of the tabaxi or the bugbear existed a time before even magic.
I'm afraid time has caught up with us, old friend.
This is
I'm not
true.
sure what this all means, but something is connecting all this. And I feel like something or someone is taking advantage of it. No, I don't think anybody is strong enough to carry this tapestry with us. How large is this tapestry? Like, how big are we
Make an
talking?
investigation check, Nyala.
You gotta be kidding me. I have another 8.
You can't figure out how you would carry this.
It's quite nice, though. Oh, too bad.
You could take a piece if that. No, that's bad. This is.
A piece.
It's not
Do
nice.
you want to torn the tapestry? Do you want me to rip it?
I think we should leave it be.
Yeah.
I don't think we should take this. I don't feel like this shows us anything more than we already know.
Is
This
the
has been here
tapestry?
for as long as I can remember. But
Sorry,
it just never had any meaning until now.
Sorry, Nan.
It's not covering anything, is it? Peek.
It's fixed into the wall,
Okay.
in a frame. When you investigate it for me.
I will.
That means there's something behind.
Necessarily.
I rolled terribly. 5.
You don't think there is anything more to do with this?
Can I go try to sniff it a bit, to see if I can find something?
Okay. So you put your nose to it, and you smell the incense that cloys most of the places that you've investigated with your nose. It's that pungent smell of that you remember from your memories that's mixed with fire and ash.
Can I see if I can move the frame or anything? Still trying in the same time to take it.
The frame is part of the wall. It's kind of very, very inset into the rock of the wall. But when you place your hand against it, it's a tapestry, so it's fabric.
Onwards.
Sorry, I didn't actually finish with Arden.
Oh,
Arden's check. You can move onwards, but let me just tell you a little bit more information first, because Arden rolled a natural 20. You know that that's not a T-junction ahead of you. There is a set of steps that goes down to an armory, and a set of steps up normally lead to another set of columns, and then eventually was an exit onto the plain. Further on, there was some living quarters.
If we continue upwards, we'll find our exit. But if we carry onwards, we will also find the armory before we leave, which I think might be wise, especially as we have to potentially might come across more of these things. But be careful, as we carry on further upwards towards the exit, we will be passing the quarters of where most of my people would have stayed. And if they are holding on to some segments of what they once were, we may run into more of them there.
Maruk, After you.
Rook kind of just almost like pushes his way through, but not kind of like in a dickhead way, and kind of like looks down the corridors to see if there's any more of those creepy crawly things.
There are not.
Okay, so yeah, he's just gonna mosey on down the corridor, kind of making sure to stay ahead of Darvel.
Yeah. You come to the crossroads, and you now see this. I wish there was a paintbrush, George, on this thing to kind of paintbrush away areas. Do you find that when you're playing Strahd?
Yeah, well, I mean, so with Strahd, the module comes with a
It's
preset.
dynamic.
It's preset dynamic.
Yeah,
So
easy.
something to look forward to.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So yeah, this is what you see. You feel with Muruk and Arden at the front, you feel a chill, not the kind of dankness that you felt before, but a fresh sort of chill of ice, the cold.
And did you say we had to go down for the armory, or was it further at the TJ?
To the left here, as we travel down the steps, is the armory. To the right is where I saw the stone that the ice fell, where I could not escape. I was not strong enough to move the ice.
Armory.
Down to the armory we go.
Yep.
Armory.
Muruk needs some stuff, you Arden need some stuff,
Kind
and
of just,
Jamla needs some stuff, Sin needs some stuff, and I need some stuff.
just.
I
Here's
think this is our
armory.
best to stock up before we make our way to Kanzak's. We don't know how long the journey will take, really.
Rook
Might
just
take a
hears
couple of days.
armory down and just goes. Sneakily
Okay.
though.
Yeah, you you unveil an open space as you come down and reveal the corner.
Sacrifice.
Pete. Sacrifice. I love it.
You're really not helping me here, DM. You're really not helping me.
Yeah, I'm just looking at Arden and
Really
all
making
the...
me look like I'm part of a cult.
You come to a room, and there is a prayer rug on the floor, and on it, in most beautiful finery, is sewn in the word sacrifice. You see below the weapons upon the wall, blood stains, old blood stains.
Old blood stains.
So I'm going to turn to Darvel, kind of grab him by the scruff of his neck, pick him up and be like, "Is this you? Because if it is, I will cave your skull in right here, right now."
What do you mean? Is this me?
You can't see.
The blood, the sacrifice, this horror scene. Is this you?
Rook, calm down.
We must all make sacrifices to move forward sometimes in life.
Self-sacrifice? No.
Are you saying that you have been making human sacrifices in here?
No, not a whole life. Not a whole life, just the giving of blood.
So it's blood magic.
No.
Muruk, down. Immediately.
Rook, this is... The blood is... all of this is definitely not our doing. This sacrifice is something we're saying when you want to fight for something, you have to sacrifice for what you're fighting for. It's not... We're not sacrificing people like we saw those cultists do before. This is a simple symbolic...
Arden, you know that there is a ritual that is held within this room. Where
Can I grab Muruk's ears and just make him go down and and just be like, "You stay calm, or I'm
Um,
going to burn your fur."
If you're over 7 foot, then go ahead.
Oh, you can't
I'm going
reach
to
it.
jump.
If you can reach 7 foot, go ahead.
Arden, you know that this place is where you, through extremes of sometimes suffering and extremes of situations, enlightenment can be found through extremes, through pushing the body to its limits. And in this place, to take a weapon from the wall, you must use the dagger that lies upon the table, upon yourself.
I can for sure do that.
You give of yourself to be able to take something.
Look,
What's this statue?
this place is.
It's a sort of test of your mettle as a martial class.
I don't want to throw around the world ritual too easily. But the strongest of us would come down here, and if we were chosen to go on certain missions, I suppose you could say, if we wanted to wield something more than your basic weapon, then you would have to prove that you were worthy to wield something like that. And this would be a test. And that the blood you see here would be of those people that wanted to push themselves further than what they once were.
So you're telling me that this blood is willingly given?
Yes. In fact,
Okay.
I myself have probably done this before.
You
The
swear this
kind
to me?
of lives we lead, we can't be afraid of blood. Letting our own.
I'm not afraid of the
Okay.
blood, I'm afraid of what causes the blood.
Well,
What I would say here is I don't know of the consequences as I've never witnessed them, but if you want to take anything from here, then you must be prepared for bleed for it.
Kind of
great.
lowers Darth out, just kind of drops him maybe like about 6 inches off the floor.
Yeah, he lands. Does he land okay? Let's see. He crumples in a heap.
I rush to him and try to help him up.
Yeah, he's sprained an ankle. He's taking a little damage.
Are
I'm
you okay?
going to move.
I'm
to the
okay,
wall.
Arden, yes.
I'm going to move to the wall of weapons and try to find something that I can use as a mage.
Yeah, what weapons are there?
There is there's a large shield. There is a scimitar. There is a staff of some sort. There is a hand axe, a broadsword, and a sort of great axe. And there is also a set of drawers. There's a golden statue, and then there's a set of drawers underneath. Statue also.
So you
Can
say, in
I-
order for me to take this staff, this special staff, I have to bleed myself.
Mm-hmm.
Want to take something, you must give something.
Can I cast Detect Magic to see if anything's in here magical?
Go on. You reach out. What level are you casting it at?
First level.
Yeah, you reach out, and each of those items on the wall has some enchantment upon them. Some
Okay.
plus.
I'm going to see if I can do that.
So we
Where
just
is
have.
it?
So I'm a Arden.
Yeah.
So when you say that we have to sacrifice our blood that we may be able to take these weapons, do we just like how exactly? Like, do we just grab the dagger and just like on the weapon, or like?
You take the dagger, you bleed yourself, and you will know whether you are found, I suppose, worthy enough to take something from the wall.
You know that the way that you do it is you cut your hand that you fight with, you use a weapon with, upon the palm, and then you place your palm upon the weapon on the wall. And if it comes away,
Those, don't tell me. Don't tell me that those are cursed weapons.
I'll still use it. Too bad we don't have identify.
you, Arden, you know that these.
Curses, but
Arden, you know that the order to be good and wouldn't probably embrace using cursed weapons.
I know that these. I don't know of any curses. They're not something that my order embrace. It is something that we fight against.
Great,
We would
because
not
I need the
use such-
staff.
Well then, pick up the dagger and see if you're worthy enough to take it. But trust me when I say, do not attempt to take it without giving.
Fine.
Do you only have to do it once,
Why
or
is
do we
it
have to
so?
do it for every weapon?
You can only take one.
No, yeah, but like, if we don't know, okay, so for example, right? Let's say I wanted like the great axe. That's a weapon, right?
Yeah.
I like, right? I grab it. Does it come off? Do I have to do it again to see if I like for another weapon, or is it like already done in there and I can just try it?
Whichever weapon you have seen people
You
place their
choose.
hands upon is the weapon that they must take.
You choose only once.
Are there any empty, like, weapon hanging thingies, DM?
There is a set of drawers in the front of the.
Can I search the drawers before I cut myself?
You open the drawers, and inside is a beautiful bow and arrows.
And Angela thought she was being left out then.
Is it made of dragon bone? Sorry.
I'd have some explaining to do if it was.
I'm going to take the dagger. I'm going to look at it and like, I hope for you this is worth the pain, because you, for now, cause me a lot of pain, Arden.
I have not caused you any pain that you have not brought onto yourself.
No.
Just like these weapons, you choose to take them. It is not forced upon you.
We need power to get through this.
It's still a choice.
What weapons did you say? I remember great axe, hand axe, and scimitar with a quarterstaff.
Not a quarter staff. You said it just said some special staff.
It's a staff. There's a staff on the list, yeah. And then there's a scimitar, a broadsword, a hand axe, a great axe, and something else.
A shield.
A shield.
A shield, yeah.
Alright.
Okay. 1, 2, No. Okay. I just cut it.
Okay. You feel the blade cut, but you also feel it pull at your very blood that's in your hand. It draws out from you into the blade itself, and then kind of that suffices into the room, like kind of blends out like a mist into the room, but it's no longer blood, it's just a kind of essence of yourself. You take 8 damage.
And just for alright, okay. Whew, no.
So what do I do now?
You, Arden, you know that the procedure is to reach out with the bleeding hand and take the weapon of choice.
Take the weapon with the bleeding hand, and if it frees itself, it's yours. If it doesn't, well, then it's not.
Okay. Let's go for the staff.
You reach
I
out
think
with your
Edward would be kind of scared seeing me chopping my hand.
Edward is quaking, like at seeing his mistress bleed, and kind of tries to starts tearing a bit of his shirt to try and bandage your hand. You have to stay him from bandaging your bleeding hand, and you walk towards the wall. And
Edward, stop. I have to take it. You can bandage my hand after, okay, sweetie?
And you reach towards the
Such a
the
sick
wall.
relationship.
Watch her get him a collar.
And you reach out to the staff and you lay your hands upon it, and the blood from your hand runs down the wood of this, and it comes away from the wall.
I got it.
You got it.
What do I get?
I've got a roll for it, so I'll tell you in a little while.
So
Oh, can I scratch my hand while doing so?
Alright.
Rook's gonna walk over, take the dagger, and just kind of just like look at Nyala and like how easy it was. Kind of wipe it on his shirt and just.
Okay. You do it. The same thing occurs. You take 9.
9. Damn. And then kind of looks at the weapons, and he just sees that big axe. That big
You
axe.
don't take the shield?
I've already got a shield.
Yeah, but you can have a better shield.
Yeah. Just
Wants to hit things.
Yeah. Puts his hand on this great axe. And tries to pull it
And
away.
it comes away. And you take it. Max, you feel its magical power, but you don't know what it is yet.
Not gonna lie, I was gonna get the great axe just to fuck with him, but too late now. I was ready to go, and then she started pressing nothing there.
Who is proficient in shield?
That would be such a troll move.
I am,
I
but
think. Okay.
what's the shield made of?
Make an investigation check.
I can't just see. Okay.
This shield kind of
what-
look like the yin and the yang.
It's a
It's
common
painted on.
misconception that druids can't use things made of metal, by the way.
I was looking at that, and I was like, oh, I could probably wear the cast or something. No, they can't, or that's what it says.
They won't make things made of metal, but they can wield things.
Oh wait, what did you want them to make? What?
Investigation, you want to know what it's
Oh,
made
8.
of. You don't know what it's made of.
Damn. Maybe if I like knock down there or something, like either hit like a thing or like a thumb.
As you knock on it, you think it's a combination of things, but you have no idea what those things are.
Okay. So wait, then Nan already grabbed the bow?
No.
So it's only me, Nan, and Arden that's left.
Arden's
Jenny,
pretty good, right?
Arden hasn't got anything yet.
You're not gonna grab
You
anything?
haven't got anything.
So that I whoop. Okay, so all that's left is the broadsword, the hand axe, the scimitar, and the shield.
Yeah.
And look at what I'm proficient in.
So, can I do two things? Well, one,
Yep.
I want to look at this statue and see what is the statue, and also because the bow is in the drawer, is it because it's not on the wall? Is it not something that I have to? Oh, yeah. Why is
Come
it-
on.
You're looking for
Come
loot.
on, really?
Come on.
Really?
Nice try.
This one is different from the
Yeah,
others.
it's in the drawer. It's not hanging up on display. Like,
Arden, you know that you have to bleed for anything in this room.
Is it just the one drawer, the bow, or are there more drawers?
The top drawer contains a bow, and that's the one that Niala opened,
Okay.
and arrows. There is a second drawer.
I'm just going to wait for everybody else to do their thing.
I wanted to open the two drawers.
Okay, you put open the second drawer. That is got a dagger inside it.
that's pretty good. We're going to take one thing. That's what pisses me off so much.
You've only got so much blood, so.
Nom 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 nom
Heal
nom.
myself. I can heal myself. I could take as
See,
much
this is the room that I created because of you, Diaz. Because you always bombard me.
Oh, is it the
Magic
magic
items! Magic items! Magic
I'm
items!
giving you all the magic items you can have. You can only have one.
So what?
I
What's
found a
the
beautiful
statue?
greatsword for Rook, by the way. It's just like,
Have you got to do is it an investigation check on the statue? Or?
Yeah. So you look at the statue. The statue is apparently gold in colour, and it's of a monk sat cross-legged. Again, with like a place for incense to sort of go somewhere on it as well, to sort of be kind of like holding it crossed in his hands on his lap.
Hmm.
He would hold the incense stick.
Does he look like nice in the face, like happy, like kind? You know, like a bitter sort of style.
You would describe his face as serene.
Okay.
Serene.
Does he
Hey,
have
do you
a
think
nice
we can
face?
take this?
He's
Sorry.
quite handsome, 5'2".
No, it's not like that. Swipe right. No, I just.
You are
yeah.
slightly sexually attracted to him.
We found
Likes
out
life.
finally.
Likes
It's
pina
statues.
coladas and walks on the beach.
Cool. We'll make chicken nuggets for dinner once a week. Sin, sorry, were you going to do something before I started joking around? Did you decide?
I really wanted the great axe, but he fucked it up for me. So I don't know what I want, to be honest.
What would you even do with a great axe?
You're not even
Come
proficient
on.
with it.
drag
I still
it
use it.
properly.
I can still use it if I'm not proficient with it.
You could use the hand axe or the dagger, right? Or the shield. So
Yeah. I was gonna use it for executions, but that's too late now. I'll go and borrow it. Will you let me borrow it?
just,
Not even for like an hour for what I need it for.
pick a weapon, Sin. God.
Pick a weapon.
Can I, while Sin is still deciding, can I have a look at the bow? Because I am quite attached to my bow, I guess sentimental reasons.
You can still
Unless
keep the
it's-
one you've got. You don't have to trade.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm just not,
It's like it's
you
an
know,
equal trade.
a bow's a bow.
Yeah.
Say that now.
Where's Darvel going? Don't move around, Darvel. Okay, well, I feel peer pressure. I'm going to go ahead and I think this is a bit she's not happy about it in a way, but she's gonna go and see what's up
You
and cut her hand.
you take 9 damage.
She's gonna look at the statue while she does it,
Um,
and then she's gonna
the statue is not does seem nonplussed about your sacrifice. And
Men.
you grab the bow and you take it out, and the arrows are sort of bound to it, so they kind of come as part of it.
She's gonna hand the dagger to Sin. Here you go.
Thank you. Still so pissed about that great axe.
Because
Yeah, because I want to
you
finish your
should
rook
stop
after
to
this.
ask why at this point.
So is that all the drawers open, DM, then?
Yes.
So the dagger,
Yeah,
the
there's only
bow.
like 2.
There is a dagger that's not the
sack.
sacrificial dagger
Okay.
in the bottom drawer.
Okay.
Okay. How do the scimitar, the hand axe, and the dagger look like?
When you did your detect magic, you had the scimitar available. You could see the scimitar and the hand axe. The hand axe. No, I just took it out because it was cold. You look at the axe, and that axe's handle is wrapped in a cloth similar to the robes that you saw on the bodies in below. It seems like the common fabric that you find around here. The scimitar is beautifully edged and curved. There's no specific thing that you notice at this moment on them.
Alright. I'll just take the dagger. I'll stab my hand.
Okay.
I like rage because I didn't get my axe.
You take 7 damage.
Alright, and I pick up the dagger.
Okay, cool. And it comes away. There's no ill effect.
And then I'm
So
gonna cure wounds on myself. Because, no.
okay.
Oh, I can do that too.
It's a what? It's a D8? What's a D8? Wow, 7. Okay, nice.
Okay.
Wait, and I took how much damage?
You took 7.
7. Oh, so Alright, I'm basically back to where I was. Nice.
Okay. And Arden.
Arden?
Looks at the sword that it's
Go
in his hand.
Oh.
Well, not in his hand, but holstered.
That's where you got it from?
Just remembers who it belongs to.
Oh, never mind.
And then takes the sacrificial dagger and cuts his hand.
You take 10.
That was to be expected.
It's just a roll, actually, but
Yep. I just felt like it was going to be bad for me. I just had a feeling. And I will take the scimitar.
Okay. Right, again, these are items that you will need to sort of figure out what they do before you can do that. So we'll need to do long rests for everybody and sit and mull them over and figure out exactly what they do. So at the moment, they just function as their base items. Okay.
I'm just.
So you can
I'm
add
going
them.
to cast on myself Force Life, so I can heal a bit.
Okay. Cool.
Very well, you are all armed. We should continue. We could get out through the ice. There is the other way I mentioned also.
And I'm back full health.
Darvel, thank you for showing them here. I know they're not of the Order, but without them, probably won't make it to Korea. So,
These items are of great portent. Worse things may have taken them if these people did not. We've saved 5 of these items.
well, hopefully we'll be able to come back and save the rest. Not just relics and items, but the people too.
Indeed, this is a noble quest.
Right. I advise we do not continue down this level. We may run into more of, well, you know.
There's no way out of that room. It is a dead end to that.
Yeah, but I meant further along the junction. Sorry, not there.
Yeah.
Can
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just go up and go there? Just have a peek of what's there.
Okay.
And roll
Yeah,
initiative.
you can. No, you look down a corridor. You see another little junction. You see passageway this way, and you see a wall and a vent this way.
I'm going to go to the wall and try to investigate it.
Okay. Roll an investigation.
And it's 16.
16. Okay. See that one. DC. Hold on. Sorry, I don't have it to hand. Was not ready. You peer into the tube and you see something slither.
What do you mean?
Nyala, come. There's
There
nothing
is
more to be found that way.
There is something here.
And there we will leave it. Up here
Just
we will find our way out.
come to look at it. At least.
Make a nature check, Nyala, with advantage.
A what?
Nature check with advantage.
Nature check. Nature check. I hope I do better than a 4. And I got a 12.
You've seen what you just saw slither. It has tentacles and a beak. You fought these down below.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to join you.
Good choice.
Okay. You look up the set of steps in front of you, and you see a huge stone, a mass of stone and ice blocking the top of the stairway.
I did not have the strength to move this. Maybe if we all work together, we could clear it and be out.
Well, let's get to it then.
Okay, so
Is it kind of like needs to be smashed or like moved, like lifted?
it's going to have to be chipped away at, hit, and then kind of passed down, moved out the way.
Okay.
So I'm going to need attack rolls from whoever's going to hit it and try and smash it first. So
I will hit it with my new
Barak
great
has an amazing-
axe.
You actually think that your hammer would be better?
To be fair, yes, it probably would. So let's hit it with the hammer.
Instead of slashing, you're going to do bludgeoning.
I rolled
Wait.
a 26.
Okay. Barak, you hit.
I have on the one.
Arden, you hit most astoundingly. Was that a nat? Arden, was that a natural?
No, it was 19 plus 7. 19 plus 7.
Yeah, okay. So roll your damages, guys.
Oh, did mine hit?
It's rocks.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Everyone above an 8 hit.
Oh, nice.
I am not going to hit the ice because arrows. I have a sword, but I'm going to keep an eye out for things
I'm going
moving
to
because
melt
we're
it.
making noise.
7 damage.
Hey, is it ice or stone?
There's a combination of like collapsed ice and stone that's frozen. So
Oh, okay.
I'm going
Okay.
to melt the ice with firebolt.
okay. Barak, you did- Oh, that's your damage. Okay, 17. Yeah, okay, go for that hit, Mandiana, please.
It's 19,
Yeah. Give us some
and
damage.
it does 9 fire damage.
So that's 18 damage it does. So the ice starts melting away and freeing some of the rocks. You hear it start crumbling below, but the resounding blows echo through
Oh no.
the tunnels. Can Nan, can you please make a perception check? And sorry, Sin, what are you doing? Are you watching out?
Oh yeah. I said if I was mutant. I was gonna be like around like just the corner where I am, just listening, watching for anything.
Nan, you hear a scrabbling from the corridor down beyond. It doesn't sound like slimy things. It sounds like the things you came across before.
The sounds like the transformed monks. Similar scratching?
Yes, exactly.
Right.
Sound.
It
Okay.
sounds like the...
I take another hit at the ice, but this time with my flaming torch.
Okay, cool. Go for it.
Everyone,
I'm
I
going
hear-
to hit again with firebolt.
Okay, let's
Sin-
go in order. So we're going to go Maruk, Arden. Maruk, can you go for?
I can.
And this is an 11.
Okay. 11 times 2, 22. Yeah.
No, I meant to hit.
hit.
For damage, I rolled a 10 fire damage.
20. Okay, Arden.
I think that would work out at 10 fire damage.
Yeah, and sorry, Maruk now. Sorry. Thanks for doing
Oh, me again?
No, oh, you missed. You missed. Oh no. Yeah. Did you do a second
No.
strike on it?
No, I did the one strike, which was a 20, and then 7 damage.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. No worries. And now it is at this point that Nan, you see coming round the corner some of these monks. There are 4
Ugh.
of them screaming round the corner.
I'm going to. They're coming around the corner. It's happening. Okay. I'm gonna say, everyone, what direction is that? Everyone look that way. That
On
way.
your
Look
left.
that way.
On your
That
left.
one. Exactly. What?
Technically on her
It's
right.
your right. It's on your right, technically.
Yeah.
Incoming, and then I'm I don't know, probably back up towards that way if I've got any chance to, but maybe not because.
Yeah. You have. They're at the end of their movement. They're charging.
Okay.
So everybody now gets another round at the ice above
Before initiative or?
before initiative at this point.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm still going to do firebolt.
Okay, so can I go for George? Sorry, Maruk first. We're going to go try and do it in that order. Maruk,
So
Arden, yeah.
hearing Nan, I'm gonna come back to here.
Yeah.
And then pull out my shield and be like, "Come and get it, fuckers."
All right. Okay, so you're just readying your action.
Yeah, I'm gonna like hold my action so that when one gets close, I'm gonna rage and smack it.
Okay. Okay, Arden.
Right, I'm going to take one more hit at the ice.
Okay.
It's 22.
Finn, did you give it? Yeah. Finn, you did give it a go last time, did you? Sorry.
For the ice?
Yeah.
No, I wasn't up there. I was with Nan.
Okay. Okay.
That'll again just be. I'm
Okay.
using the quarterstaff to roll, but I'm going to be using torch stats, so that
14,
again will just be 10.
Okay.
Not 14,
Now,
but 10.
Niala.
Okay, I rolled 14 to hit, and for damage, that is gonna be 5.
Okay. The ice. There's more crumbling sounds. There is a glimmer of a wisp of air blows in, and there is motes of snow blowing through this hole. You are nearly out, you think.
Oh, wait.
Keep
so
doing it. Keep doing it.
when you asked me to like attack the ice or something, can I have moved instead and like done something else?
You could have done both things.
Alright, so what I'm gonna do is wait, where am I? Okay, I'm right here. I'm gonna move behind Rook and then cast. I hope I prepared the spell. And I did it in Spike Growth. Wait, is it that one? Let me check. Yeah, Spike Growth.
Cool.
So
So that terrain becomes impassable.
Not impassable, but becomes difficult terrain.
Yeah, lovely.
And
Anything moving through it takes the something
2d4 piercing damage.
every 5 foot.
Yeah. With a 20-foot radius.
Okay, so you cast this ball of tendril-like brambles erupt from the cracks in the floor and fill the space between you and them and actually envelop the creatures that are in the corner. They're kind of taken back by this. And does it spread around corners?
It just says a 20-foot radius. It spreads from the center, and then it's like.
Okay, so are you casting it in the middle here?
Just so that's outside of Rook's like reach.
Yeah. If you did it here, that would be outside.
Kind of like
So
there.
Yeah, so that would give him more stuff. Cool. So this erupts up and catches a few of the ones at the front. They start making they look like they're going to try and make their way through it. There is like literally holes to the outside, guys. They start to try and Nan, have you gone in this round? No, Nan, you haven't gone in this round. Backed up. Nan, it's your go. You hear the wind whistling through this gap in the stone.
I'm
A little help here.
I'm not going to be able to do much to a big, massive rock. I think the best thing I can do is maybe keep these dudes at bay. I am gonna hit. I'm gonna shoot at one. I'm gonna shoot at one of them. Are we in initiative order yet? No.
You're not at the moment, no.
I think it's initiative after your go now.
They would probably struggle to get to you, actually.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to shoot at probably. Well, yeah, the one in the middle. Let's go for the one in the middle.
Okay, cool.
Let's give it a go and see what happens. 22.
You hit.
Should have gone for sharpshooter.
10.
Okay. Then they try and make their way through this dense bramble of thorns and thickets. And behind them, you see Maruk and Sin. More of them appear.
The ice. Go for the fucking ice.
I know I'm gonna do a bunch of damage. I'm just saying.
Just
Okay,
we're going for the ice.
We're back to Maruk.
Oh my god. There's 10 of them there.
Again, I'm just gonna stand there and hold my rage in action until.
Okay.
Well.
There's 10 of them there.
We can take them on. We'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
And it took 2. We only took 2 on before.
We'll be fine.
Oh.
Can I point out that if it wasn't for my temporary hit points, it would have killed me in 2 hits?
You have a lot
yeah.
less hit points than me. It's fine.
So Maruk's readied. Arden,
I'm going to take another swing at that ice. Fuck it.
go for it.
I don't even
Read
think.
it.
I don't even think Pete will be
hits.
registering damage on these. It's too many.
We'll take at least 1 or 2.
That's
Oh.
fine.
It's not
So
worth it.
double that for fire damage, whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna
There
need
is.
Rook for that. I'm just saying.
There is a hole. It kind of crumbles away. There is a decent sized hole, and whistling through the tube, through this crack where a boulder has dropped down from the combination of melting and chipping away, there is a hole, and you see snow billowing in and darkness outside.
Is it big enough for somebody to get through, or?
It is big enough for people to get through.
Is it big enough for Maruk?
I was like, is it big enough for
Is
me
it
to
not
get
going
through?
to be from Maruk?
It's
I was
big,
going to say,
it's-
is it big?
It's
Go on.
you think Burke could do it with a squeeze.
Nah, keep going. Keep going. We need to
I'm
make it
going.
bigger for him.
I'm going to bonus
You have
action
your-
and go again.
Okay.
That was nearly a natural 1, but it was a 7 instead, so that's 13. Yeah. Here we go. Damage. Come on, damage. There we go. Oh,
1 damage. Oh, 10 damage.
6. So double that for fire.
Yeah. You widen the hole. You now believe it's big enough for Maruk. There is a hole to the outside.
Okay. I step to the side, and then I use my movement to move down to Rook, and I just shout everybody through.
Mhm.
Go,
Right.
go, go.
So
then
at
I'm
this
gonna
cry,
spend
everybody starts charging up from the thing. The creatures trying to free themselves from the tangle of roots. One of them gets free and charges up behind Maruk. They're on your very heels, this pack of screaming animals. Everyone runs up the stairs, diving through the hole into the blackness blizzard beyond. The whiteness swirls around you as in your dark vision, that grey haze. Your torches spluttering, Arden, as you charge into the darkness, dragging Devel behind you, and it is black. You hear the screeches and the crawling of these creatures behind you echoing in the icy depths. And as you run into blackness, not knowing where you are going, you hold each other tight. You can hear the panting of each other around you, and you hear the screeching of these creatures emerge from the hole that you have created to release them from their icy tomb. And it is at that moment that a sunlight appears above a crest of ice. You hear the creatures screech in horror, in pain at seeing this light. And you peer up and you look upon the hill, and on the hill there is a single white fox silhouetted in the icy dawn. The creatures scream and retreat into the darkness, and you are out onto the plains of Frohast.
We're free.
We got out. We
Ah.
got out.
After how long?
It's
7
session
or 8.
9.
9.
9 sessions we were down there.
I'm just going to look at Ed and be like, this is the sun. You missed it. We all missed it. I'm going to need a big hug now.
Arden, you turn to the Vel, and you see, as you look at him, his eyes turn white.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, he's
Spaghetti. Oh.
And he says,
I saw it, Arden. I saw it, but now I see no more.
Oh, he's gone blind from being down there so long. Fuck. I was afraid this would happen, but I didn't think it would go that far, so I didn't mention it. Fuck.
Didn't think he would get that far.
I didn't. Oh.
Blind life isn't a bad life, you know.
And there's
No,
healers. There are people that can heal that.
Nan, this is the first time that you have seen a wild animal.
Cool.
First animal.
Nice.
in a long time.
Nice.
Cool.
Sorry.
Who has a cat?
I honestly,
Can I?
All I can
On it-
think of is the seagulls from Finding Nemo right now. Mine?
Bye.
well, like, I honestly, because you did such a beautiful storytelling moment, I thought that you were going to kind of finish there.
Yeah, me.
So I genuinely didn't expect you to ask me anything.
We can finish there if you want to, but there is a
No.
beautiful snowy
Oh,
face
no,
on
no,
the
no, no, no,
horizon.
no, no, no.
I'm straight up casting animal friendship on that. Straight up.
Can I help? Can I
There's
help?
actually a
please?
dragon, but it's fine. You've already wasted it on the fox. So.
There's like 3 people here that want pets. I am getting that. Stay back. I've got this.
Okay, so
Can I
describe
help?
describe how that works.
Okay, so let's take this seriously. Okay, so in all in all seriousness, if it hasn't skittered away or gone from, it's probably I'm gonna.
It's as you came out and it kind of was silhouetted. It turned to you as the sun broke over the crest and it's kind of peering at you quizzically. This bedraggled group of people out in this icy place. It shows no obvious fear of you.
Okay, I'm
Wait.
going to crouch down low, come slightly closer towards it, like away from the group, and I'm going to kind of ask for quiet. Please be quiet, and I'm going to slowly approach. I feel like this, in all seriousness, could help us find a pathway through where we are, because we are in a snowy wasteland, or at the very least take us to maybe the sleds. So I'm going to, let's have a look at animal friendship and what it does. Let's see whether it works. I'm going to hold out. I don't have anything more enticing than, and I definitely don't want to give it any of Nyala's human jerky. I'm going to use a Russian. No human jerky for this fox. We don't want to get any ideas. We've got Arden with us. And
It's impossible.
it could be really smart, to be honest. So I'm going to approach it with some food and kind of, can you show us a safe route to some shelter? Because we could all do with some shelter.
So
It's a wisdom saving throw, 12 of it. If it beats 12, then it's not charmed, essentially.
No.
The creature cocks its head, sniffs at the food that you have, doesn't take the food,
Mhm.
but walks towards you, and you straighten up, and it kind of walks around you like it's inspecting you.
Okay.
And
Yana
then,
is going to try to pet it.
and it
No,
kind of
go
lollops
for
a
it.
little. It kind of bounds across the snowfield
Mhm.
about 15 feet ahead of you, and
Mhm.
stops and looks over its shoulder.
I think we should follow it.
These creatures know more than us in this place. Arden, do what Darvel needs as far as help, and we will follow.
I'll help
Follow
Darvel.
this
You
creature.
go ahead.
So I'm gonna kind of go closer, follow
Does-
closer.
It does the same again. It leaps off
Oh.
and cocks its head back, and that's how we shall end today. You all trek following Nan across the Arctic wastes in the beautiful Arctic sunshine that glows so bright your eyes are straining at its majesty as it gradually crests upon this icy plain, and you follow the fox across to wherever adventure takes us next.
Cool.
Yay!
Yeah.
We're free! Wait.
This was a close call.
That was like